and I graduated from Davidson High School in 1987, and attended the University of Southwestern Louisiana. It's Louisiana Lafayette now, which is in the Sun Belt, on a football scholarship. And I graduated from there in 1991, and then I went to Regent University in 1995 and graduated in 1998 and got my law degree up there in Virginia.
So you grew up here in Mobile?
Yeah.
What high school did you play football with?
Davidson High School.
Davidson High School. You got all the trophies. Sound like you was knocking heads there, man.
Well, we didn't win too many trophies, but I got a few.
But you got a scholarship out of the deal. So
yeah.
That was worth something.
Well, Davidson's a lot better now than they were back then. We weren't bad, but they've gotten a lot better since we left.
Now, when you grew up in Mobile, there's got to be something in Mobile that you like. Tell us the one thing that you really like. I know you work downtown Mobile, okay? But tell us the one thing you really like.
Well, I think I like Mobile's attitude in general. And what I mean by that is it has a distinctiveness about it. I've lived in Atlanta. I've also lived up in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And both of those communities are very transient. You have a lot of people up in Virginia Beach that are in the military and they're coming and going. And Atlanta has just constantly changing over the time with just an influx of people. But Mobile has a very distinct personality about itself. When you're in Mobile, you know you're in Mobile. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is many people complain that it doesn't change enough, but it does change, but it usually changes in a more controlled environment where it grows in a more positive manner, and I guess I would say controlled growth would be good.
Well, you know, it's a beautiful place. Now, you work in downtown Mobile.
Right.
Right now, there's a lot of things happening in downtown Mobile. What is your pet peeve about downtown?
Well, the biggest problem I have as an attorney is there's no staircase in Government Plaza. And anybody that's been there in the morning and has court early in the morning sees the line of people going out probably for a quarter of a mile, sometimes trying to get in there at 8 o'clock. And I would love that there be a staircase that can take all attorneys and people up to the 4th floor and back, because it would save a lot of money on elevators and a lot of time for everybody.
Well, you know, it's a pretty heavy electric bill, I'm sure.
Yes, I would imagine. I don't know. But I'm not afraid of walking some flights of stairs, but it'll save me some time.
You know, everybody's talking about going green. That's one way to go green, with a set of stairs. Everybody, you know, get a chance to walk up and down the stairs. But you're right. I've seen that line. It backs up. It's pretty bad.
And it would probably help us all lose some weight, and God knows I could use it.
Yeah. And we need one of those folding parking lots, one that folds out and folds back up.
Well, I think one problem that we have, and most downtown communities have, is years ago most people didn't have cars like they do today when downtown's grew. It was in the 1950s that everybody started getting cars, and cars became more important. And I do believe we need more parking downtown at a very discounted rate or free for that matter, because it will encourage more people to come downtown and use downtown services. Parking matters because Americans love their cars.
Well, you know, what are some of the other things that you find beautiful? Maybe Bienville Square?
I'm happy about how Bienville Square has always been a very stable area. You know, you could go back to Bienville Square in 1950s and go today, and it would look very similar. I'm also happy about how Dawson Street has grown up in the last probably 20 years. You know, when I was a kid, Dawson Street was a very run-down area. And then it kind of lifted itself up by its own bootstraps. And once it started doing that, the city government became more involved in that. And so I do support what they've done in that, and I wish they would do more. You know, one thing that I would like to see them do is cobblestone Dawson Street, say, from Broad Street all the way to Royal Street. We've done it with Fort Condy Village, and very few people actually go to Fort Condy Village. But a lot of people go down Dawson Street. And I think it would add a certain degree of distinctiveness and a great atmosphere if we had that cobblestone and would put some real money into developing the Dawson Street area.
Take out the speed hump, put a few cobblestones, and bypass the noise ordinance.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think as far as the noise ordinances, I think we have to give the benefit of the doubt to the clubs. The clubs basically were very influential in Dawson Street's rebirth, and we need to remember that. It wasn't a lot of the Johnny-come-latelys, if you will, who ended up really getting it going. It was people who had clubs and businesses down there 20 years ago that were responsible for this rebirth. And as far as the noise ordinances are concerned, you know, common sense needs to play a role in that, but people need to remember they're in an entertainment district as well.
Yeah, sort of. Let the residents and the businesses work it out amongst themselves.
Well, I think within reason, yes, sir.
Yeah, let them do it. Now, we talked about Bienville Square. We talked about the shops. Now, how often do you go downtown? I mean, 'cause people will say, well, he's not living, doesn't live down there, man. You know, well, how often do you go downtown?
Well, pretty much every day, at least
Okay.
every business day. And, you know, very frequently I go down there for entertainment purposes all the time.
So you actually hovering around the area all the time then?
Yes, I do.
Hey, well, that's from somebody that would know, you know. But, hey, I'm Jeffrey Jones. This is Jay Casey. We're just sitting here having a little chit-chat on Sidewalk Talk. Now, if you have some concerns, please, 24 hours a day, community hotline, 243-5957. That's 243-5957. And, you know, Jay, how long have you been practicing law?
Since 1998.
Since 1998? We're going to take a quick break. No breaks right now.
Stop. Go back to the question.